Day 3. He discovered a truth that could destroy him. Day 3 began like the others, quiet, cold, uncertain. The morning air felt heavier than before, as if the place itself was watching them wake up. He sat up slowly, listening. No alarms, no clocks, just footsteps somewhere outside and the low hum of a city that didn't care who survived inside it. By now, the excitement was gone. So was the fear. What remained was something worse: confusion. On day 1, everything had felt temporary. On day 2, it felt uncomfortable. But day 3 felt real. They were told to wait, again. Waiting rooms had become their world. Plastic chairs, blank walls, windows that showed streets but never freedom. People spoke less today. Everyone seemed to be conserving energy, as if words were suddenly expensive. That's when he noticed something strange. A man across the room, older, tired, wasn't waiting anymore. He was watching, not the doors, not the supervisors, the people. Studying faces like someone counting exits in a burning building. When their eyes met, the man looked away quickly. That moment stayed with him. Later, instructions came. Not written, not clear, just spoken quickly and repeated once, as if memory itself was part of the test. They were moved again. Different streets, different vehicles, same silence. He tried to keep track of where they were going. He failed. That's when the truth began to form, slowly, quietly, like a crack spreading through glass. Nobody here knew where they actually were. Not the names of the streets, not the laws, not who had authority and who was pretending. They were being kept just informed enough to move, but never enough to understand. During a brief stop, he overheard a conversation. Two voices, low but careless. "This group thinks it's 90 days, one said. The other laughed softly. "They all do." That was it. No explanation, no context. But those words landed harder than any threat. They all do. That meant this wasn't a journey. It was a pattern. He felt something shift inside him, a sharp awareness that made his chest tighten. The promises he'd believed didn't suddenly feel false. They felt deliberately incomplete. And that difference mattered. He started noticing details he'd ignored before. How phones were always temporarily unusable. How dates were mentioned but never written down. How every question was answered with soon. Soon is a dangerous word. Soon gives hope without responsibility. That afternoon, work was mentioned for the first time. Not officially, just casually, as if it was already decided. No contracts, no pay discussed, just an expectation that everyone understood what came next. He realized something terrifying. This system didn't rely on force. It relied on exhaustion. By the third day, people were already too tired to resist, too uncertain to argue, and too invested to walk away. Turning back now would mean admitting the risk hadn't been worth it. And most people would rather suffer than admit that. That evening, he sat alone and thought about home. About how safe it felt to complain about small things. Bills, traffic, bad jobs, all the problems that now felt distant and almost luxurious. Back there, choices still existed. Here, choices were being slowly replaced with routines. That's when the truth fully revealed itself. The danger wasn't crossing borders. The danger wasn't the work. The danger wasn't even getting caught. The real danger was how easily a human being adapts. How quickly "this is temporary" turns into "this is normal." How fast survival replaces dignity. How silence starts to feel safer than speaking. On day 3, he understood something most people never do. The system didn't need to trap anyone. People trapped themselves, one rational decision at a time. As night fell, he looked around at the others. Faces already harder, eyes already duller. 3 days ago, they had all arrived with stories, with reasons, with hope. Now they shared something else. Acceptance. And acceptance, he realized, was more dangerous than fear. Because fear makes you run, but acceptance makes you stay. He lay down that night knowing one thing for certain. If he didn't protect his ability to question what was happening, this journey wouldn't just change his location. It would change who he was. Day 3 didn't break him, but it showed him exactly how people get broken without noticing. And once you see that truth, you can never unsee it.